you sit down across from one student, and you and that student, first you give them the cards, all the sounds that they know. They give you the sounds back. Then after that, you switch it over, and they have the sand in front of them. You give them the sounds. They give you all the combinations that make that sound, right? And then after that, we do some syllabication, and we go through all the different aspects of the lesson. That's a good hour. We can't do that in school. Not even a chance, right? So that's what the Orton-Gillingham methodology suggests. Twice a week for an hour each. It's that intensive, right? Which is why it's good to have, that extra practice, through a center or whoever offers it. But in school, we can still be effective. So in a small group, this is what I do a lot. I'll take a small group, and I'll still go through all the lessons. I can teach all those lessons to a small group. What I'll do is, if I have a little group in my office, I'll have 3 of them working on something for a couple minutes. Sometimes they're testing each other with the flashcards. Sometimes they're practicing the letters in the sand. Sometimes I might have them doing a completely alternate activity on the iPad. Any little activity like that, while I work with them one-on-one for a couple minutes each with the flashcards. Or the sand, depending. I don't do each one every single time. I might do 1 week focus on the flashcards, 1 week focus on the sand, and alternate. But I always teach the lesson. The lesson's always there. And the syllabication part of it, sometimes we're able to do that, sometimes time does not permit, or behaviors, or whatever the case. It's still, I would still group kids, and I try to do this. It's very difficult, though. I try to take kids that all have the same issues, but when there's a few different grades and you try to work it in with everybody's schedule, it gets very difficult to manage, but we try our best. And again, they would have the red words. They would each have their own ring of red words. Sometimes I'll give, if they're all working together around the same level, I'll give them all the same red words. They'll all practice them together. We'll go through the same idea, but with 3 or 4 kids instead of one-on-one. In a classroom, it would be the same thing. If you're doing small group instruction, you would take the groups at the back. The important part is that it's multisensory. It's visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and tactile. So you're including all those senses in with it. Whatever activity you're doing, it's going to include touchy, feely, sight, sound, as much as you can get, as many of those pathways as you can access, the more the better. And they can be, all of these sections can be, different parts of the lesson can be put into programs like the Daily 5. For example, the fluency drills, the timed readings, I've seen a lot of people using in their class where they have the fluency drills, they're laminated, they have timers in a basket, and the students sit there and time each other. Right? And then they'll do their own little graph, and that's part of their daily activity. Same thing with the flashcards. The only thing is with the flashcards, the sounds, if you have 2 students, you would have to have a student that is going to be able to correct the sound if it's incorrect. That one's a little bit more difficult, and that's one I prefer to do on my own. But you can review lessons, you can practice writing your red words, there's all kinds of different activities that you can pull out of each section of the lesson to use in the classroom and for small group instruction.